Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Julian Bartlett, and I'm a Bahamian. I'm from the Bahamas. And for years, we've had open borders with regards to persons coming illegally. Sorry to say, the borders were really not open, but it's as if they felt we had open borders. As you know, I spoke a lot on the illegal migration entries, and I watched Haiti's situation deteriorate. I mean, Haiti's situation is deteriorating so much, especially since the last assassination, that I don't believe nobody can help them. And, you know, I've watched some interviews between Saturday, I think it was Friday, I watched some interviews with Haitians being interviewed. They shouldn't allow them to speak. They shouldn't allow gangsters to speak. But it isn't just so much the gangsters, it's also the political instability that's in crisis in Haiti. And it hasn't worked for 218 years. Now, as you all know, I've always spoken on this topic with regards to how Haiti is plummeting and how it affects us in the Bahamas, right? And I thought I'd come on short because we have to protect our country. We not only have to protect our country for people who have no regards for human life. And I'm going to show you what's happening in Haiti recently. We also got to protect our sovereignty, our culture, the way we do things in the Bahamas, how we do things in the Bahamas, who we are as Bahamians. All of this needs to be protected. Because what I see in Haiti, we cannot, under no circumstances, allow that in our country called the Bahamas. And let me remind those persons who are not aware of Haiti and think it's okay. If you think what I'm about to show you is okay, there's something wrong with your head. The standards have gotten so bad since 2021, the last assassination in Haiti. Now, so I went on YouTube to figure out what's happening in Haiti, right? Because I put some information in my group last week. The atrocities are raping of 5-year-olds. This has been going on forever. This ain't nothing new. Killing of their own citizens. Listen to this now. The gangsters say when he kill, he feel like the devil or something like that. And what he does to possess the person, all those chains that was around the neck of the gang leader that have his face camouflage, he takes all of their jewelries and he makes sure keep their soul with him. Raping of young girls from 5-year-old up to anybody else, and who they don't rape, they just kill indiscriminately. Just imagine this. And imagine this has been happening before 2021. It just got worse. And yes, many countries have tried to help Haiti. Our problem in the Bahamas, we've helped them and they're draining our system. And they're bringing this gangsterism, entitlement to our country as if you could just walk through the door and set up shop by getting a work permit, and then you stay for 20 years and have 20 children. And so we have to give you citizenship. That is not the law of the Bahamas. Anything goes in Haiti, as we can see. So I was trying to find the actual information that I shared in my WhatsApp group yesterday with regards to the latest in Haiti. Let's see. The latest in Haiti, let's see, a month ago, Haiti Inside has collapsed. The next one, it says a year ago, prisons from hell in Haiti, Madagascar, and Madagascar. The next one said 5 months from here. It said
the Trump
inside Haiti,
on immigration and
the gang crisis, and the gang crisis. That's 5 months ago. Okay, let's just go 3 weeks ago. And the headline said the UN officially say gangs have gained near total control of Haiti. The last place, there's some place called Cape something, and then there is Port-au-Prince. They have now, gangs have now in charge of those places. Now just think about this. Homes crammed together, and I'm going to show you. And I'm going to show you what the latest is. Okay? This is now getting a little too much. But yet, these people will come and break our laws in the Bahamas, and they will come illegally. Then we have big concern for the last 3 years who've come legally. How do we know who they are? 3 weeks, 1 month, 5 months, 218 years, 60 leaders, 60 entire leaders of Haiti. And they haven't solved their problem. So how do we protect ourselves from this? Now I'm hearing there is a shootout in Turks and Caicos between 9 to 11 persons, maybe 3 dead, gangs, helicopters flying over the place, but at least Haiti's leaders and their security will have a press conference, whereas Davis will have a lukewarm news report, not a press conference, just a news report saying, well, you know, Bahamians, you got to be careful where you go in, and that's it. That's it after you see what's happening in Haiti. And I just want to put the latest one on a month ago. Let's go 3 weeks ago. Let's see what happened 3 weeks ago. 1 minute. Watch this.
Well, we want to turn now to the crisis in Haiti. Listen to this. Senior officials at the United Nations says gangs, they have gained near total control of the capital, and authorities are unable to stop escalating violence all across the country. Now, the Minister of Foreign Affairs for neighboring Dominican Republic also warning that time has run out. That is a direct quote. Haiti faces possible total collapse if immediate intervention does not occur. That is what they are saying. So yesterday, New York Congressman Gregory Meeks, the ranking member of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, introduced the bipartisan Stop-Pastay in Haiti Act, which translates into What's Going On in Haiti Act. If passed,
what happened? Sorry. Let's play that again. It's only about 1 minute.
Every time you turn around, something is draining our pockets.
Give it 14 seconds and then come back on.
He voted against
This is only
tax cuts that eliminated taxes on our tips.
a few weeks ago.
The cost of your house and your car.
They affect our economy.
Our pocketbooks.
And I'm going to say it
well, we want to turn
160
now
times.
to the crisis in Haiti. Listen to this. Senior officials at the United Nations says gangs, they have gained near total control of the capital, and authorities are unable to stop escalating violence all across the country. Now, the Minister of Foreign Affairs for neighboring Dominican Republic also warning that time has run out. That is a direct quote. Haiti faces possible total collapse if immediate intervention does not occur. That is what they are saying. So yesterday, New York Congressman Gregory Meeks, the ranking member of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, introduced the bipartisan Stop-Pastay in Haiti Act, which translates into What's Going On in Haiti Act. If passed, it would require that Secretary of State Marco Rubio submit to Congress a comprehensive strategy to counter gang violence and advance stability in Haiti. Now, this, of course, comes after the Trump administration ended temporary protected status for thousands of Haitians living here in the United States. A federal judge did block the administration's early termination of TPS, but an appeal is likely.
And I rest my case. Here we go again. 218 years, 60 leaders later, and Haiti still has no resolution. With a turn with a Trump administration who have put their foot down by September, they must vacate the country of the United States, or even before. But look what's happening in Haiti again. You all see this play out over and over and over again. Remember, I talk about the political instability. Haiti has no elected president. They are lacking 4 years later. And whatever's happening in Haiti has always affect us in the Bahamas. But the prime minister could come on and say, even the shooting of Bahamians in Haiti, he was lukewarm. Look at the press conference of Turks and Caicos today, which they dealt with in less than 2 weeks. They had a gang-ridden shootout. Over 11 persons were injured and maybe 3 got killed. They had a real press conference. But our lukewarm Brave Davis have a press release saying nothing, but there's no urgency in his voice. This is affecting our country as we speak. We have a crisis. They travel by plane. They travel by illegal boats. And it's been going on. They do not check into Burma, Albany. During an interview with one of the gangs, you know what he said? If they bring the drones to target the gangsters, you know what they will do? They will go amongst their people and make sure they're shielded. So that means it doesn't matter if you help them, you have gangs. If they have a prime minister, they still got a problem. It's corrupt. They will kill their own people. The gang is saying that when he kills, now he telling the BBC News this, when he kills, he turns into the devil. He's wearing mountains of chains around his neck to secure their soul. You telling me this is making any sense? And you're saying the Prime Minister of the Bahamas, I'm saying the Prime Minister of the Bahamas has falling down on his job by putting an alarm out and stopping Haitians from traveling to the Bahamas. Period. There is no urgency for this. No, we got to wait until the sky fall and everything in Nassau and Grand Bahama and Eleuthera burning down. We know there's been a problem in our country, but we have a prime minister who campaigned with his Haitian diaspora, who have never apologized to the Bahamian people for what he has done inwardly. And we do not feel protected at all. And this is where we have a problem. These people will try to overthrow the United States if they could. And what do you think they'll do to us in the Bahamas? So we better keep our guards up, because we don't have a leader who have enough balls to do what's necessary to deal with this matter. They cannot clear them up. The DR have thousands and thousands of soldiers to protect the DR. Haiti is imploding, has imploded. They don't need no new law. They need force, and they need to deal with the gangs, and they need to deal with the gangsters who have come into that country. They need to deal with the leaders who actually have misled that country and its people. If you go, I just want you to see this for yourself. I want you to go on Google. Google the latest in Haiti and see what the Haitians are saying. This ain't one gang, you know. This ain't 10 gangs. We're talking about over maybe 15 plus gangs. Don't forget, Haiti have over 12 million persons. They don't care about their own people. So you think they can care about you in the Bahamas or care about you in the United States? No. These people are possessed. I know I sound like fanatic, but when I heard it, come baby. Come. Listen here. See ya? Come baby, come. This is who I fighting for. I fighting for him because there ain't going to be no gangsters. We're different. We're a different breed of Bahamians, and we're not all the same. Okay. We have a issue. I want you to hear the latest of what the Haitian gangs are saying. If the drones come, they will go amongst the people. Now, right now, they're killing the people in extremely. They're killing the people already. I need this to make sense. I need us to have urgency. We have a prime minister who campaigned with Haitians, who cannot legally vote in our election. It can't happen. And we cannot help their country. But we have to help our country by protecting our sovereignty, our security. And everybody should be alarmed right now. Watch this. Look who, I don't know what's wrong with the BBC. I don't know what they're trying to do, what they're trying to put in the air. Okay, if somebody loves this country, let me tell you what they do. They never abuse the country in which they come from. They never come to someone's country and vandalize it, abuse it, and disrespect their laws. But if you hear what Haitians are saying in their country, whether they're gangs or not, what they're saying in their country, they will kill their own people. They will kill families. They will rape 5-year-old up. They will indoctrinate young men to have guns. Now think about that. While your children playing, watching cartoons, they picking up guns in their country. And that's the problem we're having with that. And this is the latest. Watch this. I need this to make sense. That's 6 months ago. That's a year ago. That's a month ago. Okay, let's listen to this one. Y'all need to listen to this because this is getting a little out of hand. All right? Not that. Hold on.
A controversial figure is stepping into Haiti's deepening crisis. Eric Prince, founder of the private military company Blackwater, has, the New York Times reports, signed a contract to take on the gangs that have overrun much of the capital, according to Haitian and U.S. officials. Now, this comes as the Haitian government turns to unconventional tactics, including weaponized drones. Joining me now from Washington is Scripps News international correspondent Jason Bellini. And Jason, what are we learning now?
Hi, Holly. Dramatic video posted by Haiti's police and since taken down appears to show armed drones striking gang strongholds in Port-au-Prince. Now, we're hearing that Blackwater founder Eric Prince is linked to a secret task force involved in those drone operations. And what's still unclear is whether any high-value gang targets were killed. And it's not known why the video was removed, but some sources suggest that concerns over how it might play internationally, especially with growing criticism from human rights groups who see those drone strikes as risking unnecessary collateral damage, hitting civilians. Prince is reportedly recruiting Haitian-American military veterans and possibly other mercenaries to deploy to Haiti this summer. Keep in mind, this is a desperate moment for the country. I was just in northern Haiti where thousands of civilians are fleeing massacres in the gang-controlled South. For many, these drone attacks maybe seem less as controversy and more as the last hope of reclaiming their country, Holly.
And so, Jason, then beyond that reported involvement of Blackwater, is anyone else stepping up to help Haiti?
So far, not really. The UN Security Council, they're meeting behind closed doors today, but there's clearly no appetite for putting peacekeepers on the ground in Haiti by the UN. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, he's called on the Organization of American States to do more, but there's been no concrete action. Meanwhile, you've got that Kenyan-led international force, they stalled, and several Caribbean nations, they've pulled out as well. That's left Haiti's government turning to private contractors.
Again.
Let's turn to events in Haiti now, where
Again. 218 years, right? 6 months, 1 year, 1 month. Now this one. This week.
capital Port-au-Prince in
a day ago.
90% of the city. The police are outnumbered and outgunned. Government authority has all but collapsed, and ordinary Haitians are trapped in a daily struggle for survival. In the past 6 months, more than 4,000 people have been killed. That's compared to 5,600 fatalities recorded in total last year. Cuts to US aid are compounding the crisis, leaving already vulnerable communities without food, healthcare or protection. Over 1 million people have been forced to flee their homes as violence and insecurity spreads. But it's women and children who are suffering the most. 1 in 5 victims of sexual violence is a child, and some victims of rape are as young as 6. With rare access to the streets of Port-au-Prince, this report from Noel Al-Maghafi, producer Jasmine Dyer and cameraman Phil Pendlebury includes upsetting content.
We're back in Haiti. 6 months on, and the gangs here now control nearly all the capital, Port-au-Prince. The violence and horror here is relentless.
We're not gonna let them come here and kill us. Steal everything we have, burn cars, burn houses, kill kids. They don't care. They kill anything.
A complete breakdown of society where women and children suffer most.
They raped me. I had my 6-year-old with me, but they raped her too.
Don't need to
A
hear it.
country where 1 in 5 victims of sexual abuse are under the age of 18.
Port-au-Prince is the worst place in the world to be a woman.
Haiti is on the brink of collapse.
It ain't on the brink of collapse. It has been collapsing for years.
Our front tire, which has gone flat.
And the fight is intensifying.
When we're fighting the death, we are no longer human. We become the devil.
This is the front line
I
of
hope
the
you heard
growing
that.
war against the gangs. This is Delmas 30, the scene of a recent gang attack. Women were raped, families murdered, an entire neighborhood now in ruins. Rodrigue is going back for the first time and is taking us with him.
So the gangs are stationed about 2 blocks away, and we're going into Rodrigue's neighborhood.
Y'all better share this, because this got too real right now.
They are basically civilians who are trying to keep the neighborhood safe. They're filling in the security vacuum. Right, they're ready for us to go in. Let's go.
The vigilantes signaled to snipers on the roof of a nearby bank. They're protecting the area to keep the gangs from returning, and they are close. The neighborhood is a maze of alleyways. At every open space, we have to run to avoid being spotted by the gangs. Finally, we reach the ruins of Rodrigue's home.
This is my bedroom. This is the kids' room. This is where I cooked. The bathroom is at the back. We had a good life here.
No, but I don't get.
We were sleeping. It was 5:30 in the morning, and we had the ambush, shooting and fighting.
This has been going on for years. We must see
There were
it.
so many victims. People killed.
They're trying the same
They carried
thing
them
in the
out
Bahamas.
People were hacked to death.
They're doing it in Turks and Caicos.
The atmosphere is tense, and suddenly our visit is cut short.
All right. We don't know who shot. Do we know for sure? So we've just heard some shooting, and we've been told that it's probably the snipers from the bank, but we're worried that the gangs may retaliate at any moment, so we're going to leave.
Let this
Okay,
soft mineral
so-
melt under your tongue.
I mean, it's ridiculous. So, like I'm saying, right? Do we want our country to be like this? You can pray for a country as much as you want. When a country have already dedicated themselves to when they've already dedicated themselves to another God, this is the end result. Now recall, let's just extend back from 2021 after the assassination. This was happening then. 21, 22, 3, 4, 5. 4 years later. Remember they were supposed to have a election? They didn't. With the help of the United States under Biden, what they did was they appointed a Haitian. Do you realize within the time they did that, during the time they did that, that January, which is Haiti's anniversary, guess what happened? They tried to assassinate the person who they put in place by the U.S. Now just imagine this. They had 60 leaders. And how Haiti deal with their things is always brutal. They got their position, or the so-called independence, brutally. All of this is just coming back to them. The problem we have in the Bahamas is we have Haitians who come to our country and they disrespect us and our laws. Without laws, you have no harmony. Without order, you have no harmony. You have that. And they see us as, I don't know what they see us as, but they don't care. You know why? They do it to the United States also. And if they can have a revolution in the United States, they will do it quickly. You heard what the gangster said. He becomes a devil. I thought I could hear anything so devious than what I just heard him said. And he will take their jewelry, and the jewelry is from here, 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 and he walking around thirsty to kill. Innocent? And we must allow them to come through our door, and the Prime Minister of the Bahamas say, we don't have a crisis? We don't have a crisis? Because you have been campaigning with the Haitians. That's a treasonous act on our country, in our country. And you don't see the crisis. Wow. And you gave a lukewarm press release. I mean, it's not even a press release. When the 2 Bahamians were killed in Haiti on their waters, do you think that people care? But where you come from? They care less. They will kill you and confiscate your jewelry, put it on because it's some kind of demonic activity. And where is the justice? Lukewarm press conference by the Prime Minister of the Bahamas. Something happened a few days ago in Turks and Caicos, and they had the most serious press conference ever, and they gave a $10,000 reward for whoever was shooting. I didn't say who it is, but they said gangs. I don't know which gang it is, so I couldn't say. But I know Haiti, Turks and Caicos have the same problems with migrants. We have a problem. We have a so-called man in charge of a country. He is not operating with no urgency to protect our country. And we have security minister, the same. They are not protecting us. You have a foreign minister, the Fred Mitchell, who don't see the urgency to stop the flights going in and out of Haiti. Actually, coming out of Haiti, because I ain't sure of many going in. A day, the report says Port-au-Prince is under the gangs in Haiti. Port-au-Prince is taking over Port-au-Prince. That's the capital of Haiti. That's where our Bahamas Air go to and take people. The people come over to the Bahamas. How they go back and forth, I don't know. This is nothing new. We've been going through this over and over and over again. 60 leaders in Haiti, and y'all couldn't resolve this? Y'all get the whole UN, and you only resolve this yet? All right? It's enough that Libya's having issues and other countries having issues. 1 month, 1 year, 5 months ago, 3 months ago, 1 month ago, 4 months ago. Travel advisory from the U.S. 10 days ago. No, but the Bahamas didn't do no travel advisory because I don't know why. I don't understand why they didn't do a travel advisory urgent with the security minister, the foreign minister, the prime minister, and even the immigration minister. All should have sat, especially after the killing of the 2 Bahamians 3 weeks ago. They kill people every day in Haiti. What, were they doing this more since Trump? Like Trump is gonna just stop and say y'all can't go back? No. Trump will go in there and deal with it, you know. Rubio is ready, looking for a plan. But the gangster said if they send the drones to kill them, listen to this now, they will hide amongst the people. That means the people gonna get killed too. All this time. All right? 10 days ago, U.S. deports 95 Haitians amidst a policy shift. That's 10 days ago. The embargo has been put on Haitians to leave the United States of America. It doesn't matter how they kick up and carry on. It doesn't matter. And I'm only showing you these headlines because people feel like this is not a crisis. It's a crisis. Since they killed those 2 Bahamians, and our lukewarm leaders in the Bahamas said nothing and came back yesterday, Friday as a matter of fact, 2 weeks later, to say what? Lukewarmly, this is what he said. Do not Bahamians travel to Haiti. There's no urgency in his voice, like crisis, urgency. So, here we are again. Haiti has, and I had to say it over again because you all don't understand English. Haiti has over 60 leaders, right? They have been independent for 218 years. What is the problem? What is the problem, Haitian people? Then you want to come to the Bahamas and jeer us. And the latest now you want to vote in our election. In our laws in the Bahamas, that's illegal. It says it. And then you have a government who continually refrain from dealing with the migrants' issues. The gangster, like the gangster in Haiti, could come to the Bahamas and he said, you know, I live amongst my people. So his people protect him. So then if that's the case, they all got to go. They ain't our problem. We're protecting the Bahamas for Bahamians right now because it's time. We've allowed Haitians to come into our country because they're the most overwhelming country that comes in illegally. And that's a problem. They come, they stay, they have kids. They come amongst us and they want to be friends. No. First of all, what I saw that gangster, and I want to leave you over that, what he said, when he killed them, his own people, he take the jewelry, wear it to keep their soul with him. What kind of demonic crap is that? You all got to hear it because you all think I'm just here shouting in the air for 30 minutes while your prime minister of the Bahamas, lukewarm, walking around, ain't making no damn difference to protect us. I mean, who friggin' interview gangsters? It make no sense. I want y'all to hear it again and again. And this is several different gangsters, okay? Not barbecue, huh?
The Trump administration's...
We don't know. Let me find it. I gotta find the one. Watch it again. I'm ending here. There's only 2 minutes. Give me a second. Turn it up. This is no joke.
Everything you heard about me was true.
We're not here for play.
A controversial figure is stepping into Haiti's deepening crisis. Eric Prince, founder of the private military company Blackwater, has, the New York Times reports, signed a contract to take on the gangs that have overrun much of the capital, according to Haitian and U.S. officials. Now, this comes as the Haitian government turns to unconventional tactics, including weaponized drones. Joining me now from Washington is Scripps News international correspondent Jason Bellini. And Jason, what are we learning now?
Hi, Holly. Dramatic video posted by Haiti's police and since taken down appears to show armed drones striking at gang strongholds in Port-au-Prince. Now, we're hearing that Blackwater founder Eric Prince is linked to a secret task force involved in those drone operations. And what's still unclear is whether any high-value gang targets were killed. And it's not known why the video was removed, but some sources suggest that concerns over how it might play internationally, especially with growing criticism from human rights groups who see those drone strikes as risking unnecessary collateral damage, hitting civilians. Prince is reportedly recruiting Haitian American military veterans and possibly other mercenaries to deploy to Haiti this summer. Keep in mind, this is a desperate moment for the country. I was just in northern Haiti where thousands of civilians are fleeing massacres in the gang-controlled South. For many, these drone attacks may be seen less as controversy and more as the last hope of reclaiming their country, Holly.
And so, Jason, then beyond that reported involvement of Blackwater, is anyone else stepping up to help Haiti?
So far, not really. The UN Security Council, they're meeting behind closed doors today, but there's clearly no appetite for putting peacekeepers on the ground in Haiti by the UN. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, he's called on the Organization of American States to do more, but there's been no concrete action. Meanwhile, you've got that Kenyan-led international force, they stalled, and several Caribbean nations, they've pulled out as well. That's left Haiti's government turning to private contractors like those reportedly tied to Arab Prince. And all this is more than half the country faces food shortages, and over 1 million people have been displaced by violence. Right now, Haiti's not just dealing with a security crisis, it's a total collapse. Holly?
Okay, I couldn't get on there when the gangster said the reason why you take their chain, and if they get attacked, they would hide amongst their own people. That means that they don't care about their people. But wait a minute, they're already raping the girls and women and killing whole entire family and taking people's chain because they kill them. And you know how brutally they do the killings. We've seen it in our organization. But listen to this. The Kenyan army, a year ago, you remember we had CARICOM in the Bahamas? You remember when the Bahamian government said, oh, you can send the police down there. He sent the police to Haiti to do what? Non-effective. The African Kenyan army did the same thing. Y'all look at that. Worse. This is only a month. I show you something that happened a week. I show you something that happened last year. I show you something that happened 4 years ago, 3 years ago. I show you something that happened 25 years ago, but y'all wasn't listening. Y'all be just welcoming people and feeling sorry for people. They don't care about their own people. Their leaders, their 60 leaders, are the fault of what's happening in that country. Whole 60 leaders, 218 years old, a country, and you trying to tell me they couldn't take care of their people? No, you know why? Haiti is just a conundrum of confusion, and this is how they operate. They befriend you, they come into your country, they pretend to be your friend, and believe me, they take in what they want. And we've seen this in the Bahamas. Now, we got a lot of fixing to do, okay, people? We know the bottom line. And this is why in the Bahamas we're fighting for our country, because we cannot allow Haitians to come into our country. And the latest now is they won't vote. They're campaigning with the PLP. You'll see them with the Prime Minister's wife. Naturalization is not an entitlement for citizenship according to our freaking law. Okay? You cannot. We do not do dual citizenship with Haiti and 11 other countries. So I don't know what's going on with Brave, why he is so lukewarm and not putting his foot down, because we have a security crisis in the Bahamas, period, whether we like it or not. We don't have to wait for our country to turn into that. We already know in pockets of the Bahamas, our country has turned into that. But it's time for us to rise up. It's time for not only for us to rise up, but it's time for us to put our royal foots down, on our feet down, on anybody who come in our country who trying to assert themselves and take our land. Rule number 1, that's a problem. Vote in our election. That's a big, big, big no-no. That is preserved for Bahamians only. Take it or leave it. Citizenship does not from any other country because you think the naturalization process, that is not legal. That's against our constitution. That's another problem. Then we have them weighing down our school systems. We have them taking all the jobs from our qualified Bahamians who wants the jobs and who want to work. And when Bahamians come back to return to the Bahamas, they can't get land because the PLPs be given Frankie, whatever his name is, and Abaco all the land. No, we're taking all that back because it doesn't belong to them. When the Queen left land, it didn't say they left it for the Haitians. It said they left it for the Bahamians. And the land is called Crown Land for a reason. We were colonized by England, and therefore England wanted to give us the land back. And it was for the Bahamians. Now, who don't like it could stick it because we don't care. It belongs to us. And it's our country, our laws, our land. All right, so I want y'all to stay tuned for Lincoln Bain. He'll be on about 5 o'clock where he will be talking about land reform and how our land has been misused, which is supposed to be only managed by the government. They don't own it. And they've been misusing our land. So tune in for 5 o'clock. Lincoln should be on momentarily. Please join in and share. All right, people, help me share this. You have a great day. Thanks for coming on.